Yeah, no, it's like you were less than 10 minutes from the end of this game. No, we're starting up the next One Piece game in like 2 weeks. Like, you motherfucker. And I asked Lanny, because I met him like a week after it happened. You know you were 10 minutes from the end of the game, right? Do you have any plans to finish it? No, we're just going to roll into the next One Piece game. Like, well,
okay.
Ooh, that shot of, ooh.
That is grotesque, yeah. I like to mention that during my watch of Marineford, I was constantly hit with a very questionable art decision overall.
Sorry, Kirk, can you send the message again? I wanted to read it, but I had a thing to say and it disappeared before I could read it.
Yeah.
It was a paragraph.
Well, while Kurt's retyping that, or we see it again, I just so I'm going to cover some basic competitive things for it. Okay, so this is one of those weird fighting games that like had some people playing it, but not a lot actually kept logged. It's also one of those things where probably a lot of the information was lost. Discord servers, go figure. Discord server gets nuked, all gone. Yay, I miss message boards. Anyway, some basic things I know about this game, according to Nigel, and some things I've picked up through like Cash Miro Click, that fucking guy. That guy who uploaded like years ago and then never again. So, let's see. Yeah, it's mostly also from players that have popped in my chat before, believe it or not. So, from what I've been able to extrapolate, Ivankov and Robin are probably the worst characters in the game. Ivankov you can see. But Robin, I think, is just because she's slow.
It's always Robin. And then this Bakin, full name Miss Buckingham Stussy, demanded Marco help break Weevil out when he got back because Weevil was protecting Marco's island. Now, that doesn't sound like Weevil at all. What? If you're wondering why things pass me by, it's because there's a lot of stuff in One Piece that's a blur that doesn't really matter past maybe the first 2 weeks.
The massive reread of the whole show, post-mortem, is going to be very wild.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't think I have the same...
What was it win in 60 seconds? Okay, no.
Yeah, I don't think I have the same strength of will that Tahu had to read all of One Piece in a month.
Yeah. Let's see. Weirdly enough, there is still a competitive scene for this game. That might sound incredibly weird, but I do still see some matches going up occasionally to YouTube when I was researching this game for the first time. It's kind of wild.
Marco's island was originally Whitebeard's home island that he secretly sent funds back to. I mean, that much makes sense at least. I can't imagine Weevil would have any interest in protecting it.
Yeah. And there's been all of one single tier list I've ever found for this game, and it was super outdated, and...
Was it still in the old Z-axis, Y-axis format?
No, I think... Was it? I don't remember offhand. I think it might have been. Because that was the old tier maker list, yeah.
Because tier maker didn't exist before 2018.
Yeah, that was some other website who was running it. I don't remember who it was, but yeah. And there's a lot of inconsistencies, like thinking some characters were top tier when they clearly weren't. I had Nigel and another top player, or another player of the game, were in chat, and we looked at it. It was like, this is not accurate at all. What the fuck? It was extremely funny. Anyway, actually seeing A start to break down tiers was kind of nice, a little bit.
So Weevil's mom is the original Stussy. The CP0 lady we see at Whole Cake and Egghead is a clone of Stussy who spies on the government for Vegapunk. Okay.
Not convoluted.
Do you remember what happened at the very beginning of Whole Cake where I had some ideas that didn't come to pass, but I had some ideas?
Who? You're asking me?
Yes.
I don't remember at all.
The first chapters of Whole Cake that go over the Germa, the Sanji siblings, and it's like, oh, there are clones in here, and they're super soldier enhanced. Are we getting some Sons of the Boss shit?
Oh yeah, okay.
And then it didn't end up being that exactly, but I mean a little.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
So One Piece can get dumb convoluted, so that doesn't surprise me. Nah. Also, clones have been a thing for a while, technically. Most especially now with the Seraphim.
Oh yeah, that's the blatant one.
And I said it before, but again, we lost it, so whatever. S Snake, real cute. Best version of Hancock.
Yeah.
And I know this is going to make me sound, but this is partially a joke. The reason why.
Let's go!
Quiet. Just the way I like him.
Oh, that joke. See, I thought we were going to make mention of the whitewashing.
I mean, that's the anime doing that. No, I like S Snake with her tan in the manga. No, it was S Hawk that was the one that was fully whitewashed.
Yeah, you're right.
S Snake still had her tan, albeit not as strong.
All right. So if you're wondering about this combo I'm doing with Whitebeard, basically it's light, back tilt, light. And then like very close to the end of the animation, I'm doing the thing with the Conqueror's Hockey hitbox. And then just canceling into basically what I fucking want. It's it took a little bit of practice to get this down.
Are we at the end?
We're getting very close to the end of Whitebeard, yeah.
Ah.
Boom, boom. Now, one thing I do want to make mention, do not worry about your pretty little heads guides, especially on YouTube right now. We are almost... There's not an even distribution of fights throughout all of these story modes, obviously. It's like a descending number going from Luffy's to Whitebeard's and to Akainu, and then ending on literally
Ace having
4 or 5 tops.
Oh, I was gonna say I thought it was 3.
3 main, 2 sides, I think.
Oh.
Which is very funny, and they're not even involving him. I think one of them is also Ivankov again.
You think they'll do anything with S Bat, S Flamingo, and S Crocodile? Have we seen S Flamingo and S? I assume S Bat is.
I feel like there might have been a spread of a good couple of them at one point in time.
Would Moria be Bat? Would they want to do anything with Moria, considering they thought he was weak enough?
They're barely doing anything with him already.
That they wanted to kill him. I mean, they do exist. I mean, I hope so. I don't know about S Bat, but I think S Flamingo could be. Well, you can't make Doflamingo any worse of a character than he already is. If you make him not talk, you're actually be improving his character. But yeah, I think S Crocodile could be very funny. Which remind me, are they actually able to replicate those Logias? Or their fruit powers in general?
Oh, here we go. Okay. So Blackbeard, from what I understand, is the best character in the whole fucking game.
Like, can S Snake actually petrify people? There are 2 Blackbeards, or just the one merge? That
is the one merge moveset.
Okay, good. They didn't do a Pirate Warrior.
No, they did not. Do not worry. Despite the splits we have for like Law and the DLC characters, no, there's only one singular Blackbeard here. I don't know if he ever gets access to the... no, I'm pretty sure he has access to... what? Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to need to retry already.
What happened?
No, I got mixed. So I'm pretty sure he only has access to the one moveset, which does have the Quake fruit, but don't quote me on that.
Did he start with half health, or did you do that?
What the hell, like a hit? Oh, no. You do start with half health, right? Because Whitebeard's already been through some shit.
And so has Blackbeard. He also got poisoned by Magellan.
So, I don't think I've seen that one yet. Blackbeard is really fucking annoying because
What move was that? The thing that looked like Room.
I don't know. That was his other unblockable, the wider range one. So Blackbeard is insane in this game because he can actually directly deplete opponents' stamina gauges. Like directly. He has like a command grab that can reach like all the way across the stage too. Not all the way across. It vacuums you in from like halfway across the stage, and if you're up close, you are going to get hit by it.
Kurt, there is a blade fruit. It doesn't belong to S-Hawk. It belongs to Das Bones. They're green blood. S-Shark has the swim fruit.
Swim fruit?
There is a swim fruit, technically. Jimbei is just a fishman. That's how he swims. He doesn't have a fruit. S-Snake having the love fruit, I would like to know how they replicate that. I guess that's just another case of Vegapunk doing a Vegapunk.
Yeah.
Which actually, no, that tracks entirely because, the smiles and the artificial devil fruits, that's what Punk Hazard was originally being made for. So no, this tracks. This is just an evolution of the smiles.
Oh, and sorry, quick aside. Now it's time for the really fucking good speech that proves that, yeah, English dubs have been good for a fucking while, guys. Do not be surprised when... I'm referencing my friend group specifically right now. Do not be surprised when modern English dubs are good. They've been good ever since 2010, at least.
I would say depending on which studio you're going with, they have been good during and since the 90s.
Yeah.
It depends on what studio you're going with.
If we're
Maybe not Funimation at the time, but California studios in the 90s can crank out a good dub. been watching. I watched those Gundam OVAs in the 90s. Those sounded great.
Even if by our modern sensibilities, they weren't necessarily good. Funimation, when they started doing Dragon Ball Z, they were still consistent.
Ocean was doing great dubs in the early 2000s and late 90s.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, the Japanese voice actor for Whitebeard does sound like he's phoning it in half the time. I don't want to sound like that, but man.
He died 2 years later. He was probably elderly or sickly or something.
You're probably right, but even in like the anime delivery lines, especially in this game, and oh no, it was especially bad in Pirate Warriors 4. I remember that distinctly.
Well, they have a new actor by then, but yeah.
Yeah, he's really.
Oh, did he already say it? Damn it.
Yeah, he said the One Piece is real.
I wanted to do I have a giant cock.
Also, this fucking shit. The amount of injuries he took in the front of his body. Oh my god. 267 stabs, 152 bullet wounds.
Oh yeah, that's all the shit.
46 cannonballs.
How many punches?
That's a better metric. And not one single injury on his back. Which is cool, but I feel like we're kind of just lifting.
He's not a swordsman. He doesn't have the swordsman shame.
Yeah, it's like, you're not a swordsman, why do you care?
I imagine that Vegapunk had access to the lineage factor.
Wait, no, there was an injury on his back. It was the stab he got from Squar.
Yeah, the one that went all the way through.
Yeah, it went all the way through. That should have been a cut marker. What the fuck?
Does an exit wound count as a back wound?
It should be visible at least.
Vegapunk had access to the lineage factor of anyone who had been a warlord or imprisoned and impelled down for a good point of time. Yeah, he was probably stealing their blood. I don't doubt that for a second.
Probably. Is that the rock crew? No.
Hey, yeah, there is the Kisame guy. Thatch on the very bottom right was the one that got killed. Show me the Jiraiya guy. I want to see the Jiraiya guy.
Okay, I'm real here, Chief. I know I've talked to you about this before. I'm much more susceptible to crying to happy scenes than sad scenes. Whitebeard passing kind of fucked me up. Like, I am man enough to admit that I was actually kind of fucked up by Whitebeard's passing, as opposed to wherever it is, as opposed to this, I didn't
fucking dumbass.
I didn't feel anything really. It was like, yep, this is certainly the plot device to get us to the new arc for Luffy the train.
I see the scene. I'm staring at my watch the whole time. Like, can we move this along? I'm running out of time cards.
Exactly. This, however, okay, yeah, Virgin Ace death versus Chad Whitebeard death.
Literally.
We barely knew.
Minute. Did do they have images you can just look at? What position did Ace die in? Luffy was holding him up. When he actually died, not when he hits the ground. I was gonna say, can we actually have the Virgin the Virgin Ace dies on his back, dies on his back, on his ass. The Chad Whitebeard dies on his feet.
God, that'd be something. All right, so on to Akainu, and this is where the game really starts fucking you. Jesus Christ.
This order is stupid.
It really is stupid.
Where
Excuse
does
me.
It start?
It starts here exactly.
Oh.
Now, on the one hand, you're gonna see this and be like, yeah, we can go in like half an hour easy. Unfortunately, your first time through this, when you don't have levels for Akainu, you don't know how to use them, you're gonna get fucked.
Do you want to take that break now, since we're not gonna need it later?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right.
All right, BRB boys. See us in the next video for the beginning of this.